think I can see that.
Okay.
Those dogs of ours will be quiet. Oh yeah. You see all the stones that held the old house up right here, then the fireplace through there?
Yeah.
Wow. What is that? Just old shingles? No?
Yeah?
Yeah?
That is piles of old shingles.
Huh.
Been here for just a little bit.
Look, the trees growing around that block that held the house up. Blocks went across there, all down through here. So you're standing in the old house. Afraid to even know what that is.
I have an old wall.
Oh yeah. Well, I think you get a lot better view.
There it is.
I wonder. I'm gonna set this down right here.
Dude, it ain't quitting.
No.
There it went.
Okay. So it's working.
Yeah.
That house used to sit this high off the ground.
It's pretty high.
I wish I knew more about this location though.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about it.
I don't think anybody out here, if they know, they're not talking. Other than this is back here in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the new property we just bought. It's 200 foot up the hill from us. It's a half acre. This is maybe 100 foot outside of our fence in the woods. And just to let y'all know, we're in the big thicket forest. Well,
Yeah.
it's considered a jungle actually, but I mean, you look behind you. This is what 100% of our woods out here look like. This is actually kind of thin for what.
No, that's where we just came in through.
Yeah.
So
This is actually kind of thin for what our woods typically look like. But pretty neat. Look at the old, I guess that was part of the inside of the chimney. I don't know. What was that? Just the square pieces?
I don't know what those are. Are they brick too?
Yeah, they're like that clay, I mean hardened clay.
Sorry. Yeah, they had to have been part of the chimney because they got bricks stuck to the
Look at that
outside.
tree right there.
It's hollow. It's magnolia.
That is almost like it had one growing. It grew around another that it rotted out. You see
Yeah.
that?
I see that. Yeah, those were part of the chimney because look, they've got brick on them.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, this house couldn't have been too terribly old. I mean, when I say too terribly old, it wasn't like a 1980s house that, you know, whatever.
No, because all these trees that have gone down.
Old metal electrical box. So it was well after they started putting electrical boxes. The house was built with electric in it.
What's that piece of metal? Angle?
I don't know. Probably something to hold some brick up. Probably went across the front of the fireplace to help hold the brick up.
Oh, for the mantle, maybe?
Yeah. Pretty neat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting any activity out of that, though. Let's move it over to that tree. Nothing.
Oh, did it just beep?
Did it?
I don't know. That's what I asked you. I
I
wasn't
didn't hear it.
looking. I was looking around.
Over here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
With no trails, so it's just natural. It is just natural.
Oh, that's you. Come look at this. I gotta get to the other side of it, though.
Huh?
I kind of want to get to the other side over here. See that?
Yeah.
That don't look so natural.
Careful.
I know. It's like a little hut.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a little hut. Duke's gonna run right in there for you.
Okay. Go on in there, Duke.
Where's the oak? I guess over there.
That's, yeah.
Over here.
Right here. Yeah.
There's an actual trail right here to it.
Yeah. And that opens into it. That's not normal.
No, and look at the way all them vines are pulled over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not waterproof by any means, but it would certainly shelter you, especially with all the stuff above it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all just kind of been pulled in there.
Really, it has.
Something's been laying down in that. Kind of strange.
Kind of neat.
Yeah. No fallen trees. Those are all still standing. But look at this one. Like, how did this Get here. That's a broken tree.
But from where?
But from what tree?
None of these are broken.
No. So how did that even just get there?
From right there. But,
Where?
But here's the thing, look. See that knob right there?
Yeah.
Where it broke off this tree? It's the same diameter. It looks like the same bark. But how did it get all the way over here?
That is...
I get it if it was on the outskirts of the woods, but this is like in the middle. So there's the wind in here. Look at that. I mean, we've got a pine tree that's 140 foot tall right there.
Yeah.
We've got, speaking of, see the way that pine's growing instead of straight up and down? You see that actual S-curved pine up there?
Oh, it does.
That's not
That's weird.
typical for our pines. Our pines typically just go straight up.
That's where Home Depot sources its 2x4s, baby.
Yeah, I see on the top end of that pine. These are just weird things. I mean, I'm not saying it's anything. It's just weird. You know, that's why I like doing our videos, because you never know what you might find. You just look, and your imagination could go wild.
See, where'd that tree come from? What tree did that one fall off
I
of?
don't know.
It's just laid up there across the
Right
rest
up
of
there.
them.
You can see where it broke.
Oh, yeah, way up there.
That's why I love doing our videos, because it's not a, hey, we're guaranteed going to find anything. We don't really set out to go. We can say, hey, we're going to look for X, Y, and Z, but then you come across stuff like this, and it's like, well, hey,
Kind of neat.
pretty cool. What is it? I mean, let the viewers look at it. Let everybody watching the video kind of use their own imagination and tell us what we missed and what we should have done. Here, I'll hold this back for you.
This big pokey vine at face level would have been better. Thank you. There we go.
Well, I was going to let it smack you as you walked by. Tell you that was your birthday present. But
That's not very nice.
speaking of, it's Tiffany's birthday.
It's just deep.
Oh, that's our neighbor out there walking her dog back there towards our other property.
Hey, look, you almost stepped on that.
Sure enough.
Piece of rebar sticking out of the ground.
I gotta get around there to my flashlight and my drink.
Oh, no.
Look at all that. Where'd all that come from? What is it? Why is it here? More. That's the.
That's where we
polyshingles.
came in, yeah.
Okay. You know what's funny?
What's that?
Is when we first moved in to on our original property 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I walked all the way up this hill through the woods a good mile or two, and I never seen that fireplace. Never.
Well, I mean, look how much stuff has grown up around it. You can't see it, and you know it's there right now.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen me. I've walked all the way up. I never knew that was there. What's this? Oh, is this a well or just a septic?
Oh, do we want to know?
Oh, be careful. A lot of old tin, a lot of old metal.
Oh, yeah. That looks like an old septic.
Yeah, I think that's an old
Cistern septic. Pleasant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a house here,
Yeah.
so.
Well, fortunately, that means that this is, it's all dissolved now. It's all gone.
Oh, yeah, it's all filled in with stuff. Leaves and... You going tree hunting? You gonna start knocking trees over?
No, I'm just looking to see what else is out there. Well, we could walk a mile or two that way and still not hit.
Well, you know what I find funny too, if you look, as I scare myself with a branch. Look right here. Why are all these trees bent over, creating another little hidey hole?
Yeah, with nothing on top of them.
Yeah, there's...
And plenty of sunlight that they could grow to.
Yeah, so why are they not... They're not broke. They're just all bent.
Yeah. Doesn't stink.
No, it just smells like outdoors. But yeah, they're all just bent over, making another little hidey hole. And look, it's purposely pulled behind that other tree.
It really is.
And follow. Down, 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 down. Purposely pulled behind that tree.
I guess this one finally rotted out. Maybe this caused it right here, though. If you look, this one is on top of that one.
Uh-huh.
And it's pushing those over. So I'm guessing, as rotted as this thing is, it was at least standing not too long ago.
Well, let's find the other end of it.
I know where the other end. I see it down there.
Help, I'm stuck. Yeah, there's the other end of it. It's definitely rotted out. Well, the problem is out here we got a lot of woodpeckers. Woodpeckers kill trees real fast.
Yeah, they do. Something's been digging out here. I wonder if there's a little... There's our dogs down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this tree. It's going to come down at any time.
Oh, yeah. For sure. We've had a bad, like, last year of a lot of trees dying.
Yeah.
Lots of trees.
I don't know what it'd be from. I mean, we've had
Old trees.
no more water than what we normally get or no less. I mean, obviously we're in a burn ban right now, but
Right now we got a little less.
trust me, when it comes back, it always comes back with a vengeance. We always get a monsoon, so.
Yeah. I hear Duke.
I hope. Come here, Duke.
Oh, it is. I seen him.
Come here, Duke. Come here, boy. This is my neighbor's dog I was telling you about earlier. This is his dog. He follows us around everywhere. He's we kind of adopted him whenever my neighbor's not home or whatever. This dog will come down to our place and hang out, and then anywhere we go, he just follows.
What's up, little bud? Hi.
Oh, he's busy. Look at all these seeds chewed up you're standing on.
Yeah, I see him right there. What are they?
I don't know.
Almost looks like a walnut, but I don't think we have any walnut trees.
No, I don't think we. I've never seen one out here, but then again, I don't know my trees that well. I know the difference in a pine and an oak, and that's about it.
Beech nut? Could it be a beech nut?
Maybe. But dropping them right here, which tree would that be? Would it be that one right there?
Well, they don't necessarily have to be being dropped here. The squirrels could just be coming back here eating them.
Well, that's true.
Have food well traveled.
But I'd like to know what a beech nut, because I've heard that out here several times. People say something about a beech nut tree, so I don't know what they look like.
I think we actually have one on our new property.
Oh, do we?
I think so.
Huh. Better not look up too long. I might get hit in the head with some nuts. I'm not seeing it. I've still got that off. I've got it even turned on over there. It's just not picking anything up.
Oh, did you move it back over there?
Yeah.
No. Nothing to... Well, the thing is I can't use my Spirit app because it's on here.
Yeah, I know. We didn't bring anything up here. Flashlight, a drink, and
Us?
us.
Well, I can record on that app.
Can you?
Yeah.
Like video end?
Mm-hmm.
Well, end it there and then...
Switch over to the app?
Yeah.
Okay.
2,000 years later.
Is anybody here?
There's an incubation. Or just
I want to get that orange.
sounded like
Oh, repeating me.
this.
Who's here?
What?
Here. Is there anybody here with us?
It'll be
This used to be your house.
we're doing just to you.
Can you go over there and touch the little box and make it light up? See? If you walk close to it, you can make it light up. You can show us you're here. Can you do that?
Us cutting. People vote. Obviously. Yeah, we know.
How long have you been here?
This way. You are the
Do you want us to leave?
Well, Willie said, Willie's my age. Within a year of me.
storm.
I'm 48. So, Willie said when he was 6, 7, 8 years old, he used to come down here and play on the old chimney. So it was just a chimney back in those days.
When he was a kid. And they lived over there.
We're talking early 80s.
Yo,
It
this
was just a chimney. So this house has been gone
No, being
probably a long time before that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Day.
I don't know what year did they start
forum.
putting electric in houses.
I have no idea.
They're looking at the
As I've got it.
being real small.
Well, how long have they had cinder blocks?
Oh, they've had those for a long time.
It could.
Doesn't want.
But looking at that concrete, that says how old it is. Look, that's like some homemade concrete.
Andrew fit.
Yeah.
Is she right? Dirty protection. Mission.
Did you build this chimney?
New boiler.
New boiler.
Women. And of course.
Labor.
Of course, labor. What happened to the house?
Just. But enough.
As you can tell, some of these pine trees have been here a long time. For that chimney to be that big, that house had to run at least back to that pine tree. What was that? What was the beat?
Are you with that? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
He was walking.
Who's walking?
You have
You're gonna walk over
fit
here?
in where the free. At least it's
Man.
What's your name?
Hey.
How many of you are there?
Courtyard. It's
the boot.
Who's that?
Michael Burke.
Michael Burke.
Try again, buddy. Try again.
Shut.
and all the
Hey, well, if you're not going to tell me who you are, I guess I'm just going to go.
Field Coggins.
Will I come again? I mean, if you want me to. Maybe. I'll just sit over here. What do you think? You think it'll hold me? Teeter totter.
You didn't.
I did.
In a busy pub.
A busy pub. No.
Or of the world. Because
I will not be sad. Careful.
By
Bye.
the rule. As of
Really like
Cutting his way.
really like it. I went and made my light up. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for now. Bye.
screen.
Some sort of bird or squirrel that's pissed off that we're here.
That's not animal.
is that in that tree?
I don't know.
Toe strap?
Crime scene tape? The hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Would it have been in Spanish?
Maybe? Paint.
The hell is that doing here?
I don't know. It's obviously been here a long time. I really don't know.
Let's get back over to the fireplace.
Okay.
It's amazing how far off dogs can be and you still hear them through these woods.
Oh yeah, sound travels out here bad.
Yeah. That's another thing about these videos we were watching where they hear a noise and they swear it's right here. It's like, I know for a fact our dogs, and everybody that has dogs knows their dog's barks.
Yep.
I can tell my dogs, which are roughly 300 to 350 feet down the hill from me through the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also hear dogs off in the distance that actually sound just as loud on the video, I'm sure, as my dogs that are 350 foot away. But I can promise you, other than the little dog Duke you guys seen, and another neighbor that lives up that way, which is a long way from my house, she's got a dog, and none of them two are barking right now. But I can hear dogs that I know are about a mile away barking just like they're right here. And if they're not a mile, they're at least 3/4 of a mile. I guarantee that. Here's parts of the house too, look. But that's like,
It's rounded.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah, put that back where you found it.
Kind of explain the big thicket. I won't go on long about it because I think I have in a recent video. Okay, the big thicket is in southeast Texas. It joins the Sam Houston, Davy Crockett, all that national forest. The reason it's not called a national forest is because nobody ever deemed it worthy enough to save, for one, and two, it doesn't matter what you read online as to why it wasn't saved. The truth of the matter is in the Sam Houston National Forest and the Davy Crockett National Forest, they can't just go in and timber trees. They just cannot go in and cut trees without. Right before that bark, it sounded like a man's voice.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they have to have special permits. There's a lot to cutting down trees anyway. But you do it inside a national forest and you have to go through a lot of hoops to get them. So as long as they don't classify this as a national forest, then they can come in and they can buy up the land, they can timber the trees, they still have to replant new trees and this and that. But they can do it at free will pretty much. Very little permitting, very little anything. Very little oversight into it. So they never did classify this as a forest. However, this forest actually has more to do with the history of Texas then the Sam Houston National Forest or the Davy Crockett National Forest. This is where the oil boom actually started in East Texas. Yes, oil boom out in West Texas and Amarillo and all that, that was here long before this part of Texas ever found oil. But then on top of that too, this dates all the way back to the Civil War. The Jayhawkers, which were Confederate men that didn't feel like fighting for the Confederates, they obviously weren't going to fight for the Union, but they also weren't going to fight for the Confederates. They just didn't want to fight, period. Or whenever the Confederate Army would, any of the members of the Confederate Army would go AWOL, they'd go home, get their families, they'd bring them here to the Big Thicket, because I mentioned earlier that they consider this a jungle. You can Google it. Big Thicket is actually classified as a jungle, not a forest. Typically a forest has a lot of underbrush, but you can walk through it freely. This, you can't just walk through it freely. Yes, what you're seeing you can, because at one point there was a house here, all this was cleared out. A lot of underbrush has grown back, and we don't get a lot of, a lot of places don't get a lot of sun around here. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is you can Google it, you can find this is classified as a jungle because most of it's so thick, you can't just walk through these woods. You literally have to pull stuff aside, you have to step over everything. It's half swamp, half forest, and even in the places that look like a forest, you go walk it through there, you're walking through that much water. So it was a great...
lot of this out here is normally underwater, but we're in a drought right now, so it's not.
And honestly, it was just a place where nobody could come in and find them. They would hide out here, they'd bring their family here, and they would hide out. So that's what makes this place unique, is it has a lot of history, a whole lot of history. And as a matter of fact, Sam Houston's not even buried in the Sam Houston National Forest. He's buried down the road in what's part of the Big Thicket. We have more history, but yet those are more known and more, well, because they're a national forest and they have parks in them and everything else. Or we don't even have parks. We really have little dirt roads that you can park on and walk down certain trails that are classified as units for the Big Thicket. That's about as good as we get. Nobody puts money into it. They've been trying for years and years and years to preserve what's left, because yes, you could drive for 45 miles that way, you could go 45 miles that way and still be in the Big Thicket, but there's a lot of little towns popping up, a lot of people developing, so we're slowly losing our woods. So at the end of the day, they've been trying for years to preserve this place and call it a forest, a national forest, but nobody will get on board with it and whatever. I don't know the details of how it would have to happen, but nobody's wanting to do it. So sadly, one day where I'm standing will be a neighborhood. So, and I know that for a fact because down the road from us, they're putting in some pretty good sized mansions. I say down the road, it's still a good 5 miles from us out on the highway. And the highway I keep referring to in my videos isn't really a highway. It's one way that way, one way that way, but it's a highway. So anyway, they're putting in some mansions out there with some big 12-foot gates and 12-foot high, big giant walls. And those people they're putting them in down there close to where I told you we had a dollar store and a gas station that's 6 miles away. Well, here's the problem. Yes, those people may not live there full time, but they're also not gonna want to commute to the Houston area, which is about an hour and 45 minutes from us. In the next town I told you about that's 20 miles, I can't see that many people there, even the business owners affording mansions out here in the middle of nowhere just to have. So these people are going to want, if they're building their houses there, they're going to want shopping, they're going to want something, which means there's probably already talks that we don't even know about development coming into that area. And once that happens, well, this subdivision isn't really developed. It looks like this. Tiffany and I were talking the other day, as a matter of fact, that we've got, just in our subdivision, we have 56 miles of roads. Now, I use the word roads loosely because 90% of them are subpar according to the county. They won't even maintenance them. So whoever developed this had big intentions but never went anywhere. And when you pull into our subdivision, there's maybe 45 mailboxes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't even know
And
if there's that many.
you got to think, that's how sparse we are here. If we have 56 miles of road in our subdivision, but we've only got 46 mailboxes, you could say, okay, there's 46 more people on top of our 45. I don't know why I'm saying 46. Weird number to throw out. But anyway, 45 mailboxes, well, you could say, okay, there's 45 more people out here that just have P.O. boxes, that don't even use a mailbox. So let's just round it up to an even 100. Let's just go there. 56 miles of road. If you only have 100 houses, and let's just say every house has anywhere from 2 to 5 people in it, still kind of, it's still kind of rural, right? I mean, kind of like desolate, really. 56 miles to roughly 100 houses. There's not a lot of people out here.
No.
It gets real dark, real quiet, and you're a long way out. All I can tell you is I'm not going to give my location away, but I can tell you this. I'm as far south in the county I'm in as you can go without going. I'm literally probably, what, 200 foot from the county line off of our back property line.
Yeah, the next county over is about 200 foot that way.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you can see the little dirt road that cuts through right there. If you can see that kind of greenish area there that lightens up a little bit and then it gets thick behind it. The county line's pretty much right there. But, so, and then the county I'm in, all of its development is far north of the county. There's a lake up there and everybody builds and develops up there. Then the other part, the other county that we border, its entire development is as far south in that county as you can go.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in no man's land. We're here where everything's forgotten.
That's why response time for anything is
So slow.
very
So slow. But I am glad to know that our sheriffs are coming out. The actual sheriffs for both of our counties are coming out making videos, because a lot of people have been driving down these back roads thinking there's nobody there. And rather than paying to have their trash hauled off, they'll come down these roads and they'll dump them. They'll dump their trash, just like a whole truckload of trash at one time. Well, we don't want to see that.
and we don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with it. So the sheriffs have actually been coming out and putting game trails up down a lot of these old back roads and catching these people. And there's a lot of YouTube shorts about them actually catching them and going and knocking on their door and throwing them in jail for it and fining them and giving them like literally 30 days community service on top of throwing them in jail and fine.
Yeah, you can go pick up trash for 30 days.
Yeah, that's what they're making them do. They're making them pick up trash for throwing their trash out. It's ironic. I love it. I'm glad to see they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not, we didn't move out here for trash. We moved out here for the beauty. We moved out here for the silence, for the remoteness, for the, and then of course our dogs are the ones.
I was going to say, it's not so silent right now.
Yeah, our dogs are throwing a fit down there, but I don't know. I love this place. Has its problems like anywhere else, but I love it. It's definitely remote.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm sure it's just a critter back there, but man, it keeps circling around like.
We might be in its home.
Yeah, it's probably what made that burrow over there, and we're not letting it go home.
It is getting darker.
Yep. Well, I want to hang out and see what happens after dark at this fireplace.
Okay.
Hell, we might light a fire.
No, we won't.
Sit on a log.
No, sir.
See. Might be a little romantic.
It might be if it wasn't a burn ban.
Oh, yeah, then there's that.
Yeah. I don't want to find.
But it's in a fireplace. Come on now. It's not an open fire. I'm containing it.
Yeah, let's get him. Let's get the fire marshal to buy that one. I mean, we can try. What was that?
Half of that's the squirrels going home for the night. I know they're dropping stuff out of the trees, but something over here made a big kaboom.
Yeah. I only get a lot of those magnolia seeds that drop too. Those
Yeah.
things can be really loud. And we are standing next to a couple magnolias.
Well, that might not have been a magnolia seed. That might have been a squirrel falling out of the tree there.
It does happen.
That had a thump. But it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier is, you know, you live in the middle of the woods. Yes, I'm being observant. Yes, every time I hear a noise, I'm looking. I'm like, hey, what is that? It's not a freak out. Oh my God, there's a noise over here. What was that? Oh my God, let's run, run, run. And then never stay the night, never hang out, never finish the video because something scared us. It's not that at all. It's the only reason I am so observant to the noises is, yes, I can pretty much explain almost every noise I hear out here. There's a few I can't, but it's because we do have black bear and we do have mountain lions. Well, here nobody calls them mountain lions. They call them cougars or whatever, panthers, but they're the same breed. Just one's black, one's brown, but anyway.
I don't know what color that one is that keeps coming down our driveway, but
Yeah, we've got one coming up our driveway. We've got cat paw prints that big around with no claw marks in them that show up in the sand every morning. And then we've got the dog prints that come in from fairly large dogs we have about like that. So, but that's the only reason I keep an eye out. That's the only reason every time I hear a noise in here is because obviously I do not want to get in a fight with a black bear, and I certainly don't want to get in a fight with a mountain lion.
no, because it's against the law in Texas to kill the bears.
Yeah, I can kill the mountain lion if it attacked us, but according to
I could even kill Bigfoot if I seen him.
according to the game warden and the parks and Texas Parks and Wildlife, you cannot kill a black bear under any circumstances. They even go as far as to state if it's even attacking you, fight back or try to run, but
You cannot kill it.
you cannot actually kill it. If you come outside and it's over your fence eating your dogs, you can't shoot it. You can't do anything to it. You must use bear spray on it or run. So sorry about your pet. They say if you have a problem with a bear, just call them, they'll come relocate it. I'm thinking, where are they going to relocate it? 10 miles down the road, and it just comes right back. It knows where its food source is. So, and I'm not an advocate of hunting bears. I'm not saying that at all.
I'm just saying, I think if it attacks me, I should be able to kill it.
Yeah.
Because it wants to kill me.
Exactly. At this point, we got to quit using that word. You're going to have to edit that out a whole lot. Make it
Unalive.
unalived or disappeared. That's so stupid.
Oh, man.
But what happened to just talk? Why are so many people offended by so many words, trigger words now? But anyway, that's not mine to argue, I guess, just mine to do. But yeah, back to the black bears. I'm sure that if you killed one in self-defense and you had marks on you to prove you'd been in a fight with it, I'm sure the game warden's not going to haul your butt off to jail or confiscate all your guns. I'm sure they say that because anybody who wants to go kill a bear now has an excuse. Oh, I was walking through the woods and it attacked me, so boom, boom, boom. He's unalive now. Yeah, you had one right there and I had one right here.
Squirrels are getting a little unruly this evening.
So I'm absolutely sure it has more to do with conservation than anything. It's just if we make it illegal for
That's
you
a squirrel.
to do it, and they use their discretion on who they get onto and who they don't. And the reason why I get it, I'm not an advocate of going and just hunting down the black bear. Hell, they were shot. They were ran to extinction in Texas in the 50s.
You're gonna make this super hard on me for editing.
I'm trying my best. Well, I'm trying to talk like normal, but then I forget that the society we live in, there's certain words that are gonna make people go insane and take a whole lot of pills and have to pay a lot of money to go get some help. And so they're making me want to have to go get some help and take a whole lot of pills by having to watch how I say things. So they're stressing me as much as I could stress them. I'm just saying.
We're Gen X and we're still really feral and you can't take that out of us?
Yeah, I grew up. I mean, I watched movies growing up that would literally give these kids nowadays anxiety. They would be in a therapist's office for the next 150 years. There ain't enough pills in the world to cover their problems from the movies I watched when I was a kid. And the stupid things we did, like climbing to the top of that, and then how do you get down? Well, jump. That's how you get down. Are you gonna break a leg? Probably.
Maybe.
And you know what you do when you get a broken leg? You hop on the other leg all the way back to the house, or hope your buddies will carry you. But that wasn't ever gonna happen because they were gonna laugh at you. They'd help you stand up, but past that, they're like, hop to the house. You know, we did stupid stuff. We didn't. And we said things. We made fun of each other and we called each other names. And you know what? We all got along. We're all doing okay. We're all here today. And we're a hell of a lot stronger than the ones who don't grow up doing that. But that's a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, enough about all that. No more talking about unaliving bears. No more talk about Gen X. Really ain't much more to talk about.
So I was fixing to say.
I mean, how about that sunset?
It might be pretty if I could see it, but I can't see it for all the trees.
Build you a tree house at the top of that pine up there.
That one over there.
Until the first storm came through.
Blew me out of the tree.
Well, it's funny because these pines will literally sway. You don't think it. You just can't imagine it, but these pines will literally sway 35, 40 foot that way, then back that way, and then... But you know what? They're safer to have out here next to your house than any of these oaks are.
True.
Well, yeah, because think about it. A pine tree can almost bend completely over to the ground before it snaps.
As long as it's got a good root system.
These oaks, they can only take so much before they either uproot or if they do snap, and they're a lot denser wood, a lot harder wood. So when they come down on whatever they're coming down on, they're totaling it out, period.
Yeah.
Where when these pines snap, if the wind's blowing hard enough to make these pines snap off, typically the top end will fly a good ways. So even if it snaps over your house, 90% of the time, if the wind's that strong, it pushes that whole top end that snapped out past your house. It kills me. All these people move in out here and they leave their oaks and they kill their pines. Yeah, the oak is a prettier tree than the pine, but pines are a whole lot safer. How many cars have we seen out here driving by where oak trees have fallen over the top of them?
There's a lot of crushed cars out here.
Yeah. But yeah, how many of these pines have we seen laying on these people's roofs and the roof is still intact, but the pine trees just kind of...
Yeah.
So it just tells you those oaks are heavier and more dangerous than those pines are.
I've only got 3 minutes left.